And I think questions for Indiana, one big one is where is the bench production going to come from? It's been very non-existent all season long. Today might be a good chance to look at who might step up off the bench down the stretch this season. So in this first half, Northwestern, wearing black uniforms with gold trim, will be moving left to right as we sit in Section K in the upper part of the lower bowl here at Assembly Hall. Indiana wearing white uniforms today with pink numerals and pink trim. Lots of pink in the crowd as well. We've got a full pep band. I think it's band day. We saw some, I think, middle and high school students involved in the festivities as well. Pretty decent turnout for a Sunday afternoon, all things considered. Mackenzie Holmes and Kaylee Walsh in the center circle. Indiana moving right to left. Northwestern moving left to right. The official walking towards the IU Trident. Players already fans, some of them on their feet, most are seated. Ball is in the air. Northwestern wins the tip, and we're underway from Assembly Hall. Now off to Jasmine McWilliams, back to Lau at the point, guarded by Lexus Bargesser. To the left side, they dish to Casey Harder, still top of the key, guarded by Chloe Moore McNeil. Harder, right-hand dribbles to her right, trying to get into the lane. Moore McNeil, great defensive pressure, looking for McWilliams in the paint. They get it to her on the right block with 5 to shoot. She banks it off the glass, no good, and Moore McNeil grabs the rebound for Indiana. Up to Garzone on the left wing in transition. Cross-court pass to a cutting Bargesser behind the play. She gives it up to Holmes underneath the basket. A lot of contact, and Holmes again is fouled. Lau brings it across the timeline for Northwestern, having yet to crack the score column. Lau dribbles to her right, now stops and brings it back to the top of the key. Hands it off to Pina, who floats a 12-footer. Rims out, no. Holmes with the board. Bargesser up the left side of the floor for Indiana. Lexus Bargesser now dribbles to the top of the key, cross-courts it to Scalia, who gives it right back. Bargesser inside for Holmes, left hand off the glass, missed it long. McWilliams with the rebound for Northwestern.
Got to hit the square, that corner of the square, Nick.
A rare miss for Holmes in the paint. That left-hand finish is where she's been so good. Here's Walsh now top of the key, pulls up over Holmes for 3, missed it short. Bargesser grabs the board. Bargesser back in transition quickly, takes it into the right side of the lane, gives it off to Holmes underneath, but it was too hot to handle. Ball goes out of bounds, and they say Northwestern basketball. Just under 7 minutes to play as Pina pulls up for 3, rims it no good. Rebound comes out to Garzone, a long board. Garzone in transition quickly to Mackenzie Holmes, drives all the way into the lane and lays it in. Right wing extended for Moore McNeil, out now inside on the right block to Holmes. Double team comes, she kicks it back out to Lamondola. Left corner for Scalia, three-pointer is good. She was red hot a week ago in West Lafayette. Scalia had 20 points on 6 of 9 three-point shooting in that game, and she knocks home her first three-pointer of this contest. It's now 14-2 Indiana with 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Lau dribbles from the left wing, gives it back out to Harder, now inside to Paige Mott, who lays it off the glass too strong. Moore McNeil clears the board. And this has a chance to get ugly very early for Northwestern. Beaumont driving right wing, spins her way into the paint, pushes hard off Lau and lays it home. Daly top of the key for Northwestern, gets a screen, pulls up for an 18-footer, rims it in and out. Holmes tips the rebound, comes right back to Daly, and she kisses it in off the front iron. 16-4, Indiana on top. Northwestern's offensive production, they may have left it up in Evanston. Lene Beaumont on the left wing beyond the three-point line. Beaumont has 2 points, and she dribbles to the free throw line here. Dishes into Holmes, who cuts in behind the play, and that's an easy 2. Sandvik to inbound for Indiana. She gets it in for Moore McNeil, crosses the timeline with 2 on the clock. Moore McNeil takes it all the way to the hole, lays it up, money! Have any real consequences. Indiana brings it up, no problem. Moving right to left, white uniforms, pink trim for the Hoosiers. Lexus Bargesser on the right wing beyond the line. Melanie Daly swats it out of her hands, gives it up to Scalia for a long 3, and she drains it. 41-18 now, Indiana. 4:20 until halftime. Bargesser dribbles on the right side in front of the Northwestern bench, takes it to the top of the key, and cross-courts it into the corner for Scalia. Shoots wide open, short. Rebound, Meister underneath the basket. Meister on the left block, back out to Beaumont, to Bargesser between the circles now, Indiana. Calm offensive possession this one. Bargesser dribbles to the top of the key, working on Daly, switches, gives it to the right side for Scalia. Garzone, right corner 3. Yes! And Northwestern again just leaving shooters wide open. Indiana has so many ways to beat you from beyond the arc. If it's not Scalia, it's Garzone. Lene Beaumont dribbles toward the free throw line from the left side of the floor, looks for help, hands it off to Moore McNeil, top of the key. Moore McNeil thought about a 3, dribbles down the right side of the lane, hands it off to Meister, layup too strong, grabs her own board and lays it in.
That's stat chasing right there, trying to get an extra rebound there, Nick.
The DIY stat padding, if you will, a Dak Prescott special from what I am told. Welcome back to Simon Scott Assembly Hall alongside Josh Pose. I'm Nick Rodecap. 20 minutes down, 20 to go. I don't think we're going to be needing any overtime to decide this contest. Indiana currently leading Northwestern 24. Indiana moving left to right in this second half in their white uniforms with pink numerals and pink trim. Northwestern in black uniforms with gold trim. Chloe Moore McNeil dribbles to the right elbow into the paint, backing down Melanie Daly. She spins, puts it off the glass, and it's good. And Moore McNeil now has 6 points on the day. Indiana 52, Northwestern 24, just a few seconds into this third quarter of action. Daly, top of the key, guarded by Garzone, directing some traffic off a left-hand dribble. Chest pass to Caroline Lau. Heavy off-ball pressure by Moore McNeil, a little bit of a double team. They kick it to the far corner for Casey Harder, who drives on Sarah Scalia, puts up a 10-foot fadeaway, but missed it strong, and Garzone snares the board. Bargesser back the other way with urgency. Dribbles to the right elbow, hands it off to Chloe Moore McNeil. Left-hand dribble to the left block. She kisses it off the glass, and it's good. Moore McNeil with 4 quick points out of the halftime break. Indiana's lead is back out to 30, I think the largest of the day. Lau dribbles to the right perimeter beyond the three-point arc. Chest pass to Jasmine McWilliams, guarded by Garzone. She threw it away. The pass may have been tipped. Bargesser back the other way. Indiana 3-on-3 in transition. Garzone puts up a right wing three, missed it short. And McWilliams clears for Northwestern.
Not a huge fan of that shot. I want her to a little shot fake rip, maybe a mid-range jumper or a layup.
Garzone threaded the needle through a pair of Indiana defenders, or should I say McWilliams did, but she missed the layup. Now quickly the other way. Holmes underneath the basket, finishes with the left hand. McWilliams found a way through both Holmes and Garzone, but went up and under and missed everything on the layup. And then on the other end, Indiana finishes for the easy two. The lead is now 32 points, 90 seconds into the third stanza. At the free throw line, Lau kicks it back out to Kaylee Walsh, now inside of McWilliams. Moore McNeil went up for the block. McWilliams waited and laid it in on the second effort. And a quick timeout taken by head coach Joe McEwen for Northwestern. Teams break their respective huddles. Indiana, again in this second half, moving left to right as we see it. And the crowd mostly having returned to their seats here at Assembly Hall. Lower bowl, probably about 80% full all told as Garzone brings it across the timeline as the Hoosiers break the Phantom Press. Garzone picks up the dribble on the left wing extended. She gives it up to Holmes, top of the key. Chest pass to Scalia on the right wing beyond the arc. Holmes straightaway overhead pass to Bargesser, now on the left wing beyond the arc. Bargesser back to Moore McNeil, straightaway ball fake. Thought about a three, gives it up to Scalia, right wing tray. Short, rattles off the iron, no. Lau clears the board quickly in transition. She gets it ahead for Harder. Harder on the right wing, down to the short corner for Daly. Long two over Scalia, no good off the left side of the iron. And Bargesser grabs the board, bit of trouble, but she's able to get it ahead to Garzone. Now Moore McNeil works all the way into the paint and floats it in. Quick ball movement in transition for Indiana. And Moore McNeil picks up another two. She's been red hot to start the second half. Now Casey Harder working on Scalia, left wing. She dribbles into the paint, stops at the Big Ten logo. Fadeaway jumper is short, and Mackenzie Holmes is all alone for the board. Bargesser back the other way, across the timeline into Garzone. Left corner, she ball fakes for a three, drives into the paint, scoops it up and in, and the foul. Garzone has not shot a free throw yet today. She's got 10 points in 12 minutes. A chance to convert the three-point play. Garzone, deep breath. Free throw is up, and it's short. Rebound, though, grabbed by Holmes, who lays it in on the second chance.
That works, too.
And so Indiana effectively has a 4-point play. It's now 62-26, 7 minutes left, third quarter. Lau, top of the key, guarded by Garzone, gets a screen, drives right behind Holmes, and finishes easily. And that's the kind of defensive breakdown that good teams will exploit over and over again. Moore McNeil across the timeline now with some urgency. Top of the key, she stops. Indiana sets something up as Scalia has it on the right perimeter. Back to Garzone, top of the key. She drives to the right side of the lane, goes up for the layup, and it goes in. Garzone heating up Indiana, 4 for 4 from the field as of late. 64-28, the Hoosiers lead, 6.5 left in the third quarter. Daly on the left wing, guarded by Beaumont, rotates to the nail. Chest pass to McWilliams on the left wing, guarded by Beaumont. McWilliams drives into the paint, jump stop, layup, no. And Holmes again with the board. Now to Moore McNeil quickly in transition. Moore McNeil driving straight down the lane, kicks it back out to Garzone. Right wing, she wanted Holmes. Instead, Garzone gives it to Moore McNeil on the right perimeter. Beyond the arc with 18 to shoot, Moore McNeil walks it out with the left hand. And Indiana rotates around the horn to Lene Beaumont, who floats one inside to Mackenzie Holmes. Dribbles on the left block, spins, and lays it in.
She's catching up to the Wildcats, Nick.
Holmes with 22 to Northwestern's 28 as Indiana leads by 38 points. Now top of the key, Northwestern trying to get something going. Lau will shoot a three from the left wing off the back iron, and Garzone clears for the home five. Garzone floats one ahead for Moore McNeil, who collides hard with Caroline Lau. who jumped that lob pass almost like a cornerback breaking on a route across the middle. So Bargesser brings it across the timeline off the inbound to Beaumont on the right wing beyond the three-point arc. Beaumont passes it off to Meister between the circles, pressured heavily by Daly. Meister now gives it to Scalia, right wing behind the back. She dribbles beyond the arc. Now to Garzone straight away, finds a cutting Meister who finishes. And that kind of anticipation will go a long way for Lily Meister, as she has been in Mackenzie Holmes' shadow, but with Holmes leaving after this season, Meister has those big shoes to fill. Lau in the paint, goes up for the floater, but is fouled as the shot rims out, no good. On the floor for Indiana, Bargesser finds Meister at the nail. Meister overhead, whistles it across to Garzone on the left perimeter. Garzone gets a screen, pulls up for three. Yes! Shalosh Garzone, says PA announcer Jeremy Gray. It's now 71-28. 4.5 left in the third quarter. Beaumont drives right side of the paint, pushes off a little bit, lays it in. Maggie Pina wanted a charge, didn't get the call. McWilliams, the Indianapolis native, no doubt has some family in attendance today, but they haven't had much to cheer about. More McNeil across the timeline for Indiana. Scalia has it, pulls up for a left wing three, in and out. Holmes grabs the board. Second chance layup is no good. Third chance and one. Northwestern in a full court press. Beaumont breaks it. She brings it straight down the lane, drives all the way to the hole, misses the layup too strong. Meister had it for a moment. It kicks out to LaMondola. She finds Sandvik cutting into the paint. Back out. LaMondola, left wing three. Yes! And Indiana fans should get used to that, because Juliana LaMondola is going to be making a lot more three-pointers throughout her career. One of the talented young players Terry Morin needs more out of down the stretch in Big Ten play this season. Now Daly cuts into the paint, working around on Beaumont, counted in the foul as she hooks it in with the right hand. LaMondola in transition, Sandvik driving on the right side of the lane, she lays it in.
The Scandinavian step.
Euro step, Scandinavian step, doesn't matter. Northwestern quickly in transition as Mott responds with an up and under layup. Bargesser working on Lau, finds Beaumont on the right wing, free throw line extended. Beaumont drives into the lane on the left side, and one! Lene Beaumont's into double figures, and she has played bully ball throughout this contest, looking more like a grizzled veteran rather than a true freshman. Shooting yourself in the foot on top of what has already been a very forgettable performance against a formidable Indiana team that has NCAA tournament aspirations. LaMondola cuts in behind the play and lays it in. Indiana's lead again back out to 50. They will hit the century mark, just 6 points away from doing so with 4 minutes still to play. Lau dribbles on the left perimeter, gets a screen, dribbles into the paint, cuts her way in, lays it high off the glass, and finishes. 98-54, 2:12 left in the fourth quarter. Bargesser dribbling on the logo. Right side, she gives it off to LaMondola, who pulls up for three. Missed everything, but charging in behind the play is Sandvik, who lays it in. And Indiana has hit the century mark, 100-54, 150 left. Final score from Assembly Hall, Indiana 100, Northwestern 59.